didn't like the shower. I'm a big dude and it was too small.
Yeah.
So I could barely move around in it. You hated the bathtub because it drained constantly.
Yes, it didn't work right, and then it had this large step that was in the way of the walkway whenever you went into and out of the bathroom. I wanted to be able to have a functioning standalone tub for once and to still be able to actually shower, and that, like Zach said, that shower was just way too small for both of us. The kitchen, we had a lot of issues with when we first moved in. The hinges were crooked, and so the doors would hang halfway open most of the time, or they were uneven. And then when we went to go put in our fridge, we learned that we couldn't fit it into the space. The measurements were right, but because it was next to a wall, we couldn't have a French door unless we made some changes.
You guys showed up on time. That's our biggest thing. So a lot of companies that we had to come out here to do a bid 15, 20 minutes late.
Or they wouldn't show up at all.
Or they wouldn't show up at all.
It was so nice to have somebody to be able to come out, whether it was during the estimate process or during actual construction, that if somebody was going to be there, they were on time. And the other thing is they were just a text away throughout the whole process. So we were never left wondering, well, is anybody going to show up today, or what's the progress on the project? When is this going to get started? We never were left in the dust with any questions that we had. There was always an immediate response.
They would always call, text us with updates, what was going on, if we had questions. Ryan came over multiple times a day so we could ask him questions, or if you would text him a problem, he came over like within the same hour to look at it and figure out a solid compromise. So
I really enjoyed that I could make as many little design decisions as I wanted, but for the most part, the construction of everything, it was hands off. So Ryan would take care of everything and then just come to me as needed for design choices if needed, or if I had a preference on it. It was just a lot easier than I expected it to be, to be able to completely destroy and then rebuild the bathroom. I can't imagine that it would have been any easier with any other company. And then as things came up, like when we finally had the fridge and it arrived and it didn't fit correctly, we could easily make change orders. Or if I decided I wanted to go ahead and add on a whole nother project, it wasn't a big deal and we didn't have to schedule months out. Like, it was just, yes, we can go ahead and do that and get started on that when we're doing your other projects. So I loved it.